Hey everybody, this is Mad Matt Carter. Thank you so much for watching the AIWF Network YouTube channel as well as the AIWF Ringside Wrestling channel. If you like what you see, please do us a big favor. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell to get notifications every time we post new videos on both our channels. It means a lot to us, and thanks a lot for watching once again.
Fans, and welcome to AIWF Pro Wrestling. I'm Mad Matt Carter. Good to have you along. And for the next couple of weeks on this program, we have got something special, a big surprise for you as we feature matches from AIWF Deal with a Steal, a night that we will never forget. And to kick things off this week on the program, we got one of the most important matches, of course, in the AIWF Tag Team Championship. It's all coming to a head as James Reno and Robert Roma take on members of Fight Club, Chris Severn and Jason Blade. It's going down in the steel cage. It's tornado rules, so that means all four men in the ring at the same time. The tag team titles are on the line, so let's go to the ring.
Introducing first, making their way to the ring, accompanied Introducing first at a total combined weight of 408 pounds, they are accompanied by Jade. In the ring, the Angel of Retribution, Chris Severn. His tag team partner, the Showcase, Jason Blade.
Twice. Make sure you like the first one. Oh, there we go.
There we go. We're on the way. We're on the way. I didn't ever get to introduce the tag team champions, Don Carson, but
that's it right there. Robert Roma and James Reno, right?
Yeah, that's right. Reno and Roma, the tag team champions. Texas Tornado rules as we kick off Deal with a Steal. All four men in the ring at one time.
And they're all taking a beating in the cage.
All the matches tonight will be in the cage, a tradition started way back in 1997 by the AIWF in Stewart, Virginia.
That's it. Have participated almost every one of the Deal with the Steal, but I tell you what, Jason Blade and Chris Severn are taking it too, Roma and Reno. Roma's eating that cage up.
He's hard into the cage.
You know, Roma's a health nut. Put him some salad dressing on that cage because he's eating it.
Roma in trouble.
Jason Blade throwing them shoulders in there real tight.
That's right, and look at Severn working over James Reno.
I tell you what, Reno being the brawler and Roma's the technical wizard in there, but you got two. That on the other side, you got Chris Severn and Jason Blade, and those boys have the all-around package. I tell you what, my prediction for this one is you got a new set of tag team champions coming.
Really, you think so? It's early in the match, a new tag team champions, huh?
Well, I've scouted them both, and tag team's where I specialize in, and if I had to put the money on it, I'd have to go with Severn and Blade.
Well, I tell you, Chuck King is on the outside, Don Carson, and he's kind of neutralized by the steel cage.
That's one of the things that you take that advantage away from Roma and Reno, and looks like they're on the comeback trail now. They got Blade and Severn down, but they've got youth on their side. They got the confidence of youth sitting right there. And
And they've been successful as a team. They started off as kind of a rocky road, but they've been successful up until this point. When you saw Severn, formerly called the Iceman, but no longer.
Chris Severn and Jason Blade have formed into a beautiful tag team. But James Reno with a big arm drag right there, I
And
believe.
they're members of Fight Club, referee there, 2 count only.
Yeah, and the Fight Club, I don't see how that benefits those boys. Their talent is wasted, in my personal opinion, in the Fight Club. That they just don't know how to use those 2 guys.
Oh, and Roma goes downstairs. It's maybe a little bit below the breadbasket there, Don Carson.
Yeah, he's a little bit below that and a little bit above the tailbone, I guess.
Oh,
right. My Lord.
Reno! Boy, he ate some fence there.
Yeah, and Roma just bit the turnbuckle.
Well, I'll tell you, Don Carson, you know, it's the AIWF's Midsummer Night Classic. Deal with the steel, and the temperature is out of this world in this building, but it's not nearly as hot as the action in the ring.
Well, Dad, you're up in the air. You're in that 15-foot high cage, and the heat rises, so it's even hotter up there under the lights. It's hard to breathe to begin with. Oh, Roma! Big time, big time.
Into the steel, Don Carson, Robert Roma's in trouble. The tag team champions are in trouble.
Yes, he just took a boot to the head, and Jason Blade's pulling Chris Severn together, and he's kind of carrying it for the moment, but high knee drop right there. Those 2 boys are working very well, keeping Roma winded, keeping Reno on his back.
Oh, elbow drop by Severn. Then again.
It's going to boil down to
time.
conditioning. Matt Carter, it's going to be who's in the best condition in this
Over
match.
for the cover. Referee doesn't see it. He's checking the other. And that's what makes it, Don Carson, in a tornado match like this where all 4 men are legal, it's got to be not only tough, but almost impossible to officiate.
It is definitely to watch everything that's going on, and you know we've got a good young official there. He's trying to keep the match going. Jason Blade he looks a little lost there, but he's getting it back up. But out of the ones in condition in there, Robert Roma on his side of the mat is probably in the best physical condition of the majority of the men in the ring. But the youth, there's probably 10 years separating these groups of men here.
Young Lions and old schoolers facing off in our opening match. Oh, and Reno hardens on a fence again.
You're being kind of kind, Matt Carter. Could be young lions and old farts. You never know.
Oh, and clothesline by Roma on the Severn. Jason Blade drops a leg. Anybody's match over for the cover. 2, and he got him, no.
No,
Quite.
it's 2 count. Not quite fast enough. Referee's taking his time getting down there, Matt Carter. Robert Roma body.
Oh, there's that Long Island
there.
driver.
Roma going for a cover. Is he going to get it?
2, he got him, no.
No, got him on a 2 count. Well, I'll tell you what, these 2 teams are getting closer and closer. That half a second, Matt Carter's going to determine your champion.
And Reno with a chop that echoed throughout the building there.
Roma's going to bench press him. He's going to no.
Oh, he
eating
throws
the
him to the
cage.
cage.
I'll tell you what, Roma knows how to use that cage as a weapon. I remember a few years ago he tore into a man in the cage and put about 15 staples in his head. I believe that was Chucky Baby.
Yeah, he sure did. Sure did. And we hadn't seen Chucky Baby since that night.
No, that was it for him. Roma retired that one.
Well, Roma has retired a lot of guys from the AIWL.
Yes,
We hadn't
he
seen
has.
Tommy DeVillin since Robert Roma got a hold of it.
That's it right there. He is gone. Roma's a heck of an athlete. Got to give him that. But Chris Severn, Jason Blade, that's the next generation.
And a great shot from the far side with Roma as Jason Blade tries to break up that hole as Jade looks on from the outside.
Yeah, Jay definitely needs to guide her men.
Oh,
She needs to be a
Spike.
little more proactive in there.
Spike DDT, not much you can do with the cage there, though.
Well, I just don't
Looks
see
like-
Jade
looks like
scaling the wall.
Yeah, it looks like the challengers are in control here.
That's right. He's got Roma down for another pin. And did you notice how close he was to getting that pin? He was within just a breath.
Chuck King is walking away from ringside.
Chuck King just left the building. Chuck King just left the building. And Chris Severn with a big knee drop. Take a look at that. Reno's turning it around on Jason Blade.
Beautiful moonsault by Severn.
A big punch by Reno onto Jason Blade. He's
Boy.
got him rocking. There it is again.
Boy, this doesn't look like a wrestling match. It resembles a fight.
It is an all-out fight. It's for survival now. In that cage, Matt Carter, the toughest and the dirtiest man's going to win. And right now, Chris Severin, Jason Blade, the conditioning's starting to show. The youth's coming out. And James Reno, he's a KGO veteran. He's got something up his sleeve.
He really does. Look at Severn firing away on Roma in the corner. The challengers looking good, but the wily veterans fighting their way back, Don Carson.
That's it. Those boys know what to do. It's a dirty deal. They're getting in there.
Anything it takes to get the job done in the ring tonight, Don Carson. Roma and Reno, the champions, now look like they're standing tall.
That's it. But I tell you what, a deal with the steel is kind of a like you said, a midsummer card. It's a mid-season card, but it is a big card for the AIWF.
It's like the All-Star game for the AIWF.
That's it. Only the best of the best are performing here tonight, and titles will change hands.
Pick up. Look at this.
Double suplex on Reno and Roma.
Oh, boy, Jason Blade is hurt.
He's really in a lot of pain with that one.
10 minutes gone by in the match. 10 minutes.
Take a look at this. Here comes Chuck King with chains, stop signs.
Yeah, but what is he going to do with that?
Well,
Chuck King on the other side of the ring here on our near side. Oh, he's opened
he opened the cage door. He's feeding the weapons into Roma and Reno.
Well, a tornado match, anything goes.
That's it. It looks like they went out and stole some yard signs and chains and everything else. Looks like Reno's got the Surrey County sound.
Oh! Boy,
is he even conscious?
He tattooed him. Oh, and Severn catches one.
Roma just got to stop this mess. He's just, here comes Alpha Omega.
Alpha Omega's on his way to the ring. The AIWF champion is on his way out there.
Yes, he is, and he's making challenges to Chuck King and some of the boys from the Fight Club. Now, see, this is where Jade is proactive. She should have done this from the beginning. Her guys are in trouble. They're tearing them up. But you know, she should have them on Reno with the bad knees, wearing the brace. They have yet to attack his weaknesses. Jason Blade.
They hadn't had a chance.
It's their youth. It's the lack of knowledge. They need to be all over that knee and take down James Reno because he's got a knockout punch.
Well, maybe the inexperience of the challengers is what's going to come back to haunt him in this match. Robert Roma, side salto suplex, well executed.
Beautiful move by Roma. He is an incredible athlete.
Over on the cover.
Oh, Jason Blade with the save. Oh, my Lord. He tattooed that one big time right on his head.
Chuck King.
Leg drop. Here comes Chuck King to the table.
Hey, I'm over here. You see my boys in there?
I see you boys. You need to be...
Welcome back, wrestling fans. We're going to get back to the action in our Tag Team Championship match here in just a minute, but need to tell you about a big show coming to Elkin, North Carolina, Saturday night, July 28th, when the AIWF brings one of the biggest and well-known feuds in wrestling history, especially this area, to the Elkin National Guard Armory. Two legends, only one's going to walk out of the ring. Let's hear from those two gentlemen right now.
You know, on July the 28th in Elkins, North Carolina, at the National Guard Armory, I'm talking about we bringing you a blast from the past. I'm talking about the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton, against Bobby Eaton of the Midnight Express. And you see, once again, the Battle of the Expresses. Now, you see, you got to understand that I'm from the old school, and I still think that's cool. Now, I do understand the new generation of wrestling, but you understand when me and Bobby Eaton come to town, brother, we're going to get down. Because everybody knows the past between the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express. We're going back to 1985 where it takes blood, sweat, and tears, and no matter what, Bobby Eaton, what you do or what you say, I'm coming to Elkin, North Carolina to win this match.
Listen up, wrestling fans in Elkin, North Carolina. July the 28th on a Saturday night, you're in for a real treat, sonny boy, because here's the deal. Listen up. Looky right here real quick. This is as good as it gets. You understand? This right here is as good as it gets in the wrestling business. Bobby Eaton and Loverboy Dennis Country of the Midnight Express are going to come into your town on July the 28th. One of us, which is going to be Bobby Eaton on the 28th, is there to do business. He's going to take care of you, Ricky Morton. I got a prior engagement in Houston, Texas. Bobby's coming there to take care of you once and for all. Now, this feud has lingered on and on and on. We're going to get this over with. Bobby has strict instructions to take care of you. I want you to put him out of the wrestling business. I don't care what it takes. I'm tired of them guys. I'm sick and tired of them up to here. I want Ricky Morton gone, Bobby.
I'm going to promise you, Dennis. I'm going to promise the people, Ricky Morton. Dennis has told me this is it. Tonight, the 28th, I believe you land in the ring.
The King Dog.
Visit King's Hot Dogs in Village Square Plaza in Rural Hall and tame your savage hunger.
Over there helping your boys out, Chuck King. There you go.
Oh, drop kick in the
Just
corner.
put a stop to that one.
Oh, and again. What?
Tell you what.
Boy, I tell you, he used to be called the Iceman. No longer, but Chris Severn is awesome.
He's still one
And
cool character.
Look at Jason Blade working over Roma with that piece of steel pipe.
Incredible move by those guys right there.
It looks like something out of the old Don Carson toolbox.
It very well could be. Oh, it's a chop festival.
Oh, but Reno fights back.
Yes, he does, and a beautiful job with a knife-edge chop. Punch to the head. Crowd starting to respond to him, and Jason Blake.
Pick up by Reno. He's got Severn high in the air. Big suplex. The champions look like they've got everything going their way.
They do. Looks like, oh, he's got a chain around Jason Blade's neck. James Reno missed a pin on Chris Severn. Severn's one cool character.
Oh, neck breaker by Roma.
Jason Blade, there's that youth and that stamina of the young man. He's still there.
But how much punishment can he take?
Well, we're about to find out. He just made a comeback on Roma, and he's tearing him up. He's got the chain. Let's see if he knows how to use. Oh, he's wrapping it around his leg. It's that famous leg drop.
He knows how to use it. Oh, he goes right to the midsection, right to the breadbasket.
See, now he's using his head. Robert Roma's conditioning. Take the wind out of him so he can't, you lose that strength.
And Roma tied up between the ropes in a cage. Drop kick from behind by Reno.
And James Reno just hurt his knee.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he grabbed that knee when he hit the mat. Chris Severn, if he's watching,
Reno's hurt his knee.
I would say Jade's telling him he's down with a knee. He hurt his knee, grabbed it. I'm sure she's informing him.
Well, they got to do something here.
Jason Blade, he's taking some swings there. Everybody's exhausted. I wouldn't doubt if the heat stroke didn't come out of this one.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's the pipe.
Yeah, there's that pipe. Severn pounding Roma with that pipe.
Jason Blade with a crossbody on the beautiful move. Trapping him between the cage. There's a drop kick. Jade's guy, she's instructed from the corner. James Reno's still down. That knee must really, he may have hyperextended it again, Matt Carter.
He may have.
He's limping real bad.
Well, that knee been a source of. Oh, look at this.
Jason
Oh, he's going to
Blade-
slam his head.
Oh, there
Oh,
it
my
went.
God. He slammed his head in the cage door.
I would not doubt if he was
Unbelievable.
not unconscious after that, Matt Carter. He's moving.
Oh, but how long is he going to be moving?
He's running on instinct alone. I'll bet you money
He's
out.
down. He's hurt. Boy, that was shot was right to the head. Look at the Iceman.
They're climbing up in each corner. Look
Both
at Jason
men on
Blade.
top rope.
Oh, he's to the top of the cage.
Chris Severn on the top of the cage.
Robert
Chris
Roma's on
Severn.
Jason Blade. They're both down.
Oh no! What are they going to do here?
He's approached and wait. He's sitting and waiting on him. Here he goes. Watch Chris Severn.
There's Roma. Side body block by Blade.
Oh
the top
my
by
God.
Severn. What an elbow.
Chris Severn, and Jade's attacking Chuck King.
She got about two.
There they go.
We got new champions.
New champions. Jason Blade.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Chris
here are
Severn.
your winners and new AIWF Tag Team Champions, Chris Severn and Jason Blade, Fight Club.
I tell you what, Chuck King's on the Alpha Omega. He's going to make you pay for it. Beat him down, Chuck. Show him what it's about. Chuck King's got Alpha Omega down on the mat. He's done.
Chuck King, just let Alpha Omega have it. Now he's got a chair. He's going to go in the cage. Again, wrestling fans, new AIWF Tag Team Champions, Chris Severn and Jason Blade, Fight Club! Wrestling fans, brand new tag team champions. How about it for Fight Club? Chris Severn and Jason Blade getting the job done inside the steel cage. By hook or crook, hey, they got it done. Anyway, look, coming up next week on this program, a match that you absolutely cannot afford to miss if you call yourself a wrestling fan. We're going to have a hardcore championship match inside the steel cage. On one side, Brian Danzig. On the other side, Justin Flash. Be here for it next week.
Secondhand Heroes and Home for Wayward Villains is a comic book shop and gaming store that also features Magic the Gathering and D&D. Located at 18184 Leesville Road in Evington, Virginia, Secondhand Heroes is your one-stop shop for you to get your nerd on. Open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. They don't close until the dice stop rolling. They buy, sell, trade, barter, and haggle. Specializing in collectible toys, both vintage and modern, comics, Magic the Gathering, video games, console, and arcade cabinets to play, all set to free play. Host your game night with us. Monday night D&D, video game competitions, and so much more. Something for the collector and gamer in us all. Call 434-317-0121 or shoot us an email with any questions to secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. Note, secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. That's 2ND, handheroesva@gmail.com. Come game with us. Tease Treats is a food truck service that operates out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. They serve decadent, delicious ice cream treats, hot dogs, chicken tenders, chicken sandwiches, nachos, funnel cakes, and so much more. They can be in multiple locations at the same time, available for festivals, athletic tournaments, concerts, or any gathering. When it comes to delicious quality and reasonable prices, you can't go wrong with Tease Treats. You can find out more about Tease Treats at facebook.com/Tease Treats, or you can give them a call at 336-755-8204. You'll find out that Tease Treats are not only the best concessions in wrestling, but the best concessions anywhere.
Fans, Tiny Tim here with AIWF Wrestling, wanting to tell you about the first annual Chris Wyndham Memorial Tournament, Warriors Pride, where we're going to honor our fallen warriors of the Squared Circle. One night, 8 men, 1 winner. Single elimination style tournament. Wrestlers like Chuck King, James Reno, Alpha Omega, Chris Severn, Robert Roma, Jimmy Love, Sweet Daddy, and Death. Fans, you won't want to miss this. Come on out, honor the fallen warriors of the Squared Circle. Help us as we all come together to honor these fallen warriors. Tickets, $6 at the door. Pofftown, West Central Community Center, 7 o'clock special bell time. You're not just going to see the Warriors Pride Chris Wyndham Memorial Tournament. You're also going to see Justin Flash, Brian Danzig, Hardcore title, No Limits title. We're going to unify that title right there in Pofftown on July 7th. We're also going to see Slick and Willie defend the Cyberzone TV title against Robert Stanley. Check it out, Pofftown July 7th, 7 p.m. or check out AIWFWrestling.net.